time to do the reading. Let's start with the characters. We got Ada. This is the final reading for The Witcher 1. I don't know if I'll be doing reading for the add-ons, but it's been nice. Be nice to knock this out so the next two playthroughs on to do the reading. Anyway, Princess Ada was born in Striga as a result of Auschwitz curse. The magnate was in love with the king's sister and Ada's mother, whose name was Ada. Oh, okay. Was also Ada. When he learned of the incestuous relationship between the king and his sister, awestruck with the curse of the king, described the process in his diary. Whoever possesses the diary may renew the curse and transform Ada back into a Striga. Berengar. This time it was Berengar who followed me. He came to my aid as I fought as Javid. Unfortunately, he perished, but his sacrifice was not in vain. Jacques de Aldisberg. I turned out the Grand Maester of the Order of the Flaming Roses behind the actions of Salamandra. Jack de Aldisberg was given orders to the Professor and Azar Javid. And White Rayla. I met the mercenary again. Salamandra found her close to death and subjected her to mutation. Rayla recuperated and as a mutant regained her strength in no time. In return for her second life, she had to swear absolute loyalty to her new masters. She tried to stop me and had to kill her, for good this time. Locations. Old Manor. The old manor was built long ago and served as the seat of Temeria's rulers until Princess Ada, the daughter of King Foltest, and his sister died at birth and returned to life as a bloodthirsty Striga. The king did not want to kill his own offspring, so he and his court moved to the newly built castle. The princess was later freed from the curse, but the manor remained vacant and deteriorated over time. Everything seems to indicate that this long-forgotten place has become a hideout for the base of operations for Salamandra. Safe house. A special place in the house has become a shelter for many people fleeing the war. They differ in terms of status, views, and walks of life, yet they all have found places of peace and safety here, amidst other refugees while fire rages and fighting continues in the streets of Azima. Those here are obviously not aware of the temporary haven that can become a trap. So, cemetery. It's pretty long. When the royal court was the old manor, the marshes around the structure were regularly dried and cleared of monsters. An old cemetery dating back to Elven times occupies a good portion of the area. Currently, Vizima's main necropolis lies within its walls, and the swamp cemetery has turned into a dangerous haunted place. Entrances to numerous crypts have been flooded by muddy water, and numerous unpleasant creatures lurk among the stinking vapors. Nevertheless, refugees from Old Vizima have found shelter in small caves which litter the marshes. On a hill among the remains of ancient gravestones stands a deep, decrepit chapel. Funeral rites were performed there once. Beneath it was a vast crypt where members of the royal family were buried. Temple Quarter. Uprising of non-humans to change the temple quarter of Vizima beyond recognition. Fire rages everywhere, and some streets are blocked by makeshift barricades. In many places, the Scoia'tael clashed with the Temerian army and the Knights of the Order. Many of the inhabitants have fled the swamps, while others hide in cellars and houses, praying for a quick end to the rioting. All kinds of missionaries and evangelists started taking advantage of the situation, preaching about divine wrath and the imminent end of the world. Monsters. Armored Hound. These beasts are trained and deployed in combat by hound masters. The hounds are armored and exceedingly fierce. They are immune to fear and resistant to stun attempts. They are sensitive to steel, and armored hounds are led by mutated beastmasters. They act as reinforcement for other units. They give mutagen, beast liver, and beast fangs. During the first stages of research, we have performed experiments on animals only. Having bred a mutated hound, we are certain that the potion formula is suitable, and if we mix them to human subjects, we will achieve exactly what we seek. These greater brothers, mutants created through experiments with the richest portions of formula. They are superhumans and perfect warriors who serve the Order of the Flaming Rose unquestionably in their assault divisions. They fear neither fear nor pain. They are resistant to enchantment, including the Axii sign, but they cannot be disarmed and are immune to knockdown and stun attempts. They can be injured with a steel weapon. They are slow but well armored and strong. They use weapons skillfully. The blow can stun. And they give mutagen and pituitary glands. Blech. With great pride and full responsibility, I must state the experiment was successful. The race of superhumans we bred more than meets our expectations, and will satisfy Jacques de Aldisberg. Their combination of intelligence, endurance, and brute force, tamed only by loyalty to the Flaming Rose, is the future of the world. Graded mutants. These creatures are created by Salamandra. They are failed experiments, botched attempts to create a perfect mutant. They're similar to very strong and able humans. They're susceptible to steel swords, and a strong style is advised. These creatures are slow but strong. Their tough skin and thick muscles protect them from blows. They give the pituitary gland, beast liver, beast fangs, and mutagen. The graded mutant has proved to be disappointing. It turned out to be a beastly mutant with superhuman strength, terrifyingly cruelly, and scarce intelligence. Fortunately, our masters were satisfied. Greater mutant has its place in their plans. I think even our master's plan is mainly based on using such creatures. We have the mutant. These creatures are created by Salamandra. They fail experiments, botch attempts to create a perfect mutant. They are similar to that, the very dexterous and able humans. They're susceptible to steel swords. The fast style is advisable. They're quick and agile. These creatures try to outmaneuver their enemies. Pituitary glands, tendons, and beast wings are what they drop. It seems that the proposed method of mutation leads nowhere. Fast, agile, and aggressive creatures are born as a result of the transformation. However, they lack intelligence. They are closer to animals than men. Of course, that does not mean we will not find any practical use for them. On the contrary, simplified mutation procedures guarantee that we can create many mutants, which are perfect tools for spreading chaos and terror. Mutant assassin. Mutants created through experiments with witches' potions and formulae. They serve the Order of the Flaming Rose unquestionably by supporting its alt divisions. They feel neither fear nor pain. They are resistant to hex attempts, including the Axie sign. They cannot be disarmed. They are immune to precise hits as well as knockdown and stone attempts. They can be injured with steel weapons. Take a drink of water real quick. They are quick and mobile. Their combat skills match those of assault divisions, so their armor is inferior. They delight precise bolts that cause pain. They drop mutagen and pituitary glands. Unflappable confidence, strength, and courage. These are the Greater Brothers' mottos. These virtues are indispensable in victory, but not sufficient on their own. Basic rules of war must not be ignored. While forming new units of knights, we need to remember about auxiliary divisions, which will provide the army with more flexibility on the battlefields around the world. And the Zugul, the final monster for Witcher 1. Zuguls live in filth and sewers or waste dumps. They should be disposed of while they are young and small. A fully grown Zugul is a former advisor, even for a Witcher. They're practically immune to sword blows, regardless of whether the sword is steel or silver. To kill a Zugul, one has to remove its tentacles first. They troll their opponents with numerous tentacle hits, and they drop Zugul venom. The Zugul is the best example of a monster that has grown accustomed to human settlements. The beast feeds on the waste of filth produced by the city, so it need not hunt or fight to survive. Simply grows and gradually becomes a danger to people. This shows how detrimental continued degradation of the natural environment can be in the long run. Therefore, implore the reader respect nature. Formula: Kachi's core. When imbued with this mutagenic potion, adds 1 gold talent, which then can be used to acquire additional enhancements. Potion is made by mixing a Kashi's heart with ingredients providing 1 measure of aether and 2 measures of hydrogenum. Strong, high-quality alcohol must be used as base. Immediate effect and no toxicity. By using the heart of Akashki, the legendary alchemical component, a Witcher can create a powerful potion, which deepens the process of mutagen. Mutation begun during the Trial of the Grasses. Zugul Vigor. When imbued with a mutagenic potion, adds 1 silver talent and 1 gold talent, which can be used to acquire enhancements. Potion is made by mixing Zugul venom with ingredients providing 1 measure of rebus, 2 measures of aether. A base consisting of a strong, high-quality alcohol is also required, has immediate effects and has no toxicity. One of the strongest mutagenic potions is made from the venom of the Zugul, mammoth beast which inhabits sewers and trash dumps. Ingredients. Just taking a little bit to load. Hold on. Mutagen, obtained from the bodies of mutants. Pituitary gland, obtained from the bodies of mutants. Zugul venom, venom of the frightful Zugul. I don't think there's any there. Anything in the glossary? Probably some more stuff, I imagine. No, nothing in the glossary. Okay. I doubt there'd be anything in the tutorials. Alright, quest time. Go to chapter 5, show active quest only. Alright, remove that. Gnomish device. The dwarf blacksmith told me to bring him both pieces of both Raven's armor and the armor of the Knight of the Raitor Dynasty, the notes of Elven Minstrel, and a bifunctional alloy and steel fiber recirculator. I'll find these items in the Swamp Cemetery. The ancient gnomish underground areas can be accessed through an old mine. Inside it, there's a stone at which I need to cast 2 fire spells and 1 air spell. I have the bifunctional alloy and steel fiber recirculator. I need to deliver it and the other pieces for the armor to the blacksmith. Raven's armor. I'm intrigued by the story of the armor worn by the Witcher named Raven. Berengar claims it's in Raven's tomb, but no one knows where the Witcher was buried. He suggested that I talk to the blacksmith and the Elven craftsman too. They know the legend too. Oops, I didn't mean to add 2 before. They said the counts of the Raitor Dynasty had suits of armor fashioned by known craftsmen. If I could find the tomb of one of the counts, I might be able to find the piece of their armor. Found a piece of gruff raider's armor. I still need what remains of Raven's armor and the notes of an elven minstrel. To fashion a truly magnificent suit of armor, I need the notes of an elven minstrel. I should be able to find those in the minstrel's tomb or in the tomb of one of the disciples. Zoltan told me of a dwarf blacksmith who is supposedly hiding in Old Vizima. According to the dwarf, the blacksmith can reforge Raven's armor for me. Must bring the dwarf blacksmith all he needs to forge my suit of armor. I should look for the elements of the crypts in the swamp cemetery. I found a piece of Graf Ruder's armor. I still need what remains of Raven's armor and the notes of an elven minstrel. I found a piece of Graf Ruder's armor and what remains of Raven's armor. I still need the notes of an elven minstrel. I have all the elements needed to craft the armor. I should see the dwarf blacksmith. He could reforge them into a new suit. I gave all the elements to the blacksmith. I should see him later to pick up my suit of armor. I finally have a magnificent new suit of armor. I killed the web-winged monster that roamed the swamp. I need to deliver proof of having killed it to the royal huntsman. I returned the trophy and collected 1,000 orans. Fist fight. I must improve my skills to defeat Fat Fred. I beat Fat Fred. Should look for a stronger opponent. I must improve my skills to defeat Butterbean. I managed to beat Butterbean. I should look for a stronger opponent. I must improve my skills to defeat Andrew Gablada. I beat Andrew Gablada. I need to look for a stronger opponent. Must improve my skills to beat the Rock. I beat the Rock. He claims that his teacher is stronger, and he lives in the swamp cemetery located in the swamp beyond Old Vizima. Drinking the water real quick. I gotta re-screwed the cap on there, so it took me a second. I defeated the champion in a fist fight. He acknowledged my victory, but he said he's entitled to a rematch. Next time I'll knock him out. I defeated the champion for the second time, knocking his tooth out in the process. He acknowledged my victory. Defeated the champions. This makes me the best fist fighter. Her Highness is Striga. The king left me with Triss, Valette, and DeWitt. He wants to exalt them before we meet again. Princess Adder was turned into Striga once again. I need to figure out what to do. The king will summon me again soon. Valette reminded me of the story of the Striga. He doesn't know where the monster sleeps during the day, but she was seen in Old Vizima. I'll look for her there. DeWitt believes the king wishes to be rid of the Striga. Her appearance was reminding people that Ada was the fruit of an incestuous union. Triss believes someone from Ada's entourage caused her to once again turn to a Striga. I spoke to Triss, Valette, and DeWitt. I think I know where I stand. Foltest is quite clear. If I botch things with the Striga and she suffers, my friends will suffer too. If, on the other hand, I manage to lift the curse, I can expect a reward. If Ada dies quickly and painlessly, I'll neither gain nor lose anything. If I'm to speak with the Chamberlain, old Chamberlain if I want to return to Old Vizima. I'm in Old Vizima. What now? I should go on and look for clues as where the Striga's whereabouts. Soldier ran up to me and told me the Striga was seen by the tower. I should check out the situation. Cockstein claims the monster kill was no Striga but a mutant. He did hear rumors of the Striga tearing some of the bits near the old chapel in the swamp. Must find ways to get there, but first I should make sure my friends are alright. Cockstein related some gossip about a real Striga tearing some of the bits near the old chapel in the swamp. Should go there and look around. I found a strange man in the swamp. In spite of fearing monsters, he waits day and night for his son to return. Claims the Striga emerges nightly from the crypt beneath the church. Must go there after dusk and face her. I can also try lifting the curse that holds her. To do that, I must remain near her sarcophagus till daybreak. Somehow survive the night. Success! I survived the night in the crypt and the curse is lifted. I must speak with Ada, learn who cursed her. It's clear someone else has been in the crypt recently. I should look for clues. Found the journal of Ostrit, who first cursed Ada years ago. The journal details many spells and proves almost conclusively that someone intentionally recast the curse, turning Ada into Striga once more. I can tell Valette doubted I could lift the curse. The king sent him to deliver my reward. Nice sword by any standard. Found Ostrit's journal in the Striga sarcophagus. It proves someone intentionally restored the curse. Hope to find the culprit and should tell the king when I know when we meet next. DeWitt. He used a spell from Ostrit's journal to Ada and Striga once again. He'll pay for his villainy. DeWitt must die, and the way to ill manner will be then clear. DeWitt must have stayed out of my way. He paid for the suffering he caused Ada. When I next see the king, I'll tell him of DeWitt's deeds. Told the king of DeWitt's deeds, though furious, he was glad I killed the traitor. Sultan asked me to help him get to Old Vizima. I'll escort the refugees to a safe hospital. Sultan asked me to help him. We must round up the refugees and lead them out of the city. We gather a group of refugees just as Sultan asked. I must protect them as we look for another group. Sultan and I have gathered both groups of refugees and must escort them to the hospital. I met Shawnee at the hospital. We were interrupted by a messenger who told us about the Striga was seen in town. I have to tend to the monster. Striga can now return to the hospital and speak with Shawnee. Knights of the Order have broken into the hospital and must defend the wounded. I eliminated a group of attacking Knights of the Order. Others have probably surrounded the hospital and must face them. The Knights have engaged Ruviel's command by the hospital and must help her. Help to Ruviel against the Knights of the Order. Shall follow her now. Excuse me. We'll soon attack the barricade. First I need to speak to Ruviel in private. We're attacking the barricade. The Order's last line of defense in Old Vizima. Excuse me. I'll join the battle for the barricade. Time to attack on the left. We need to break through to Ruviel. Ruviel claims Yevon's planning something, must create a division. Draw attention away from him. A frontal attack would be the best, beginning to sound like Zoltan. While Rayla is dead, the Knights of the Order are fleeing. Looks like we won that fight. Magic, extract the refugees out of Vizima. They should be safe in the cave and swamp. I must lead them there. What and Velvet? I promised the female courier I would deliver money to her cousins who hide in the caves of the swamp. Each must receive 300 orens and grant me a receipt. I'll need to take the receipts to the mercenary camp in Old Vizima to receive my reward. I gave cousin Boost his money. I still need to find cousins Corbin and Ramarat. I delivered money to cousins Boost and Ramarat. Now they find cousin Corbin. Now that cousin Corbin has his money, I'm going to need to find the cousins Bruce and Ramarat. Cousins were indeed hiding in the caves of the swamp. Now I've spoken to all of them. I should see the mercenary captain in Vizima about my reward. Give the captain the receipts to receive the cousins. He gave me my reward. Complete the task assigned me. Sweet revenge. It seems I must go to Old Vizima to hunt down the Salamander boss. All clues lead there. Foltest wants to deal with Salamander once for all. I hope the king proves a trustworthy ally. Coxine claims a strange monster I slew and was born in Salamander's experiments. Stolen Witcher secrets are being used in a terrifying way. The soldiers contend the beast came from the swamp cemetery. Salamander hideout must be located there. Zoltan said he and the remaining refugees would hide in the druid's cave in the swamp. I need to press forward. The king used Valoran to pass on a hint about Salamander. I need to go to the old manor. Apparently I'll find out what I'm looking for there. DeWitt was punished for his treachery. Nothing in the way now. I can go to the old manor. Let's see the secret Salamander base. I came upon Rayla. She underwent a mutation that's clearly affected her mind. Fortunately I had to kill her. She left me no choice. Came across Salamanders, some mutated hounds in the old manor. I must be nearing my goal. Yevon will lead me to the entrance of the catacombs. I must follow him. Yevon decided to take a stand by the entrance to face the enemy there. He nearly forced me to descend. I must hurry so the sacrifice is not in vain. Killed the Koshke, one of the most fearsome monsters I've ever dealt with. Must press on to find Salamander's leader. Killed Azar Java, the leader of Salamander. The Hydra had lost its head. The criminal organization has ceased to exist, and I searched his chambers thoroughly. I recovered the Witcher's secrets. Couldn't find the Witcher's secrets, but that doesn't bring my search to the end. I must warn the king of the Grand Master's intentions. He may have the stolen secrets. He even has arranged transport to the temple quarter. We're to meet at the landing where a boat awaits us. We're staying in the old Vizima to warn the king and bring the Grand Master to justice. Alright. The druids posted a notice requesting that someone slay the blood cruisers or destroying the swamp's unique ecosystem. I need to supply 10 different samples of their blood. The druids will use them to develop a spell to exterminate the species entirely. Managed to complete the druid's assignment, but I've never seen so much blood at once. Time to visit the druids and collect my payment. Job done. I hope the druids can restore balance. Bruxa contract. Mercenary captain has put a price on the lives of 6 female vampires. Bruxa, who roam the area. Their blood needs to be provided as proof of their death. This should be enough. I have enough blood to see the mercenary captain about my reward. Mercenary captain pay me for killing the Bruxa. Scimitar contract. The refugees in the swamp will pay me to have the scimitars eliminated. 5 complete jaws must be provided as proof. I think I have enough jaws to convince the refugees that I've been killing scimitars. I killed the population of scimitars. They should no longer be a threat to the refugees. Coxine used 2 portions of Garkin saliva for his shady experiments. Managed to obtain the Garkin saliva. Time to see Coxine about my reward. Give the Garkin saliva to Coxine. I killed the vampires who's murdering people in the swamp. I should deliver proof to the royal huntsman. Return the trophy collected 1,000 orens. Coxine the remains of 4 raids. Death dust 4 posters, just what Coxine had in mind. Time to get paid. Job done. Though I don't know what he needed the dust for. The ashes of Vizima. Looks like Foltest made a deal with Radovid, the king of Redania. They want to take control of the situation together. I must speak to the king, protect the Haven from being arrested. Maybe news of the Grand Master's betrayal will work. The king promised me 8,000 orens for killing the Grand Master. must make my way through Vizima and the cloister. I'll find him there and slay him. Dandelion staying behind to compose more of his absurd songs recounting current events. Must go on, hunt down the Grand Master in the cloister. Siegfried leads the Order's mutants. He has decided to exterminate the civilian population and cannot allow that to happen. Siegfried is dead, and as all his mutants. We must go to the cloister. Getting through the streets must be difficult as fires rage everywhere. To follow this man, you may know a way through the building's cellar. Our host claims we can get through the next building through the cellar by passing along segmented burning streets. Let's search for the key, which supposedly is somewhere in the building. Add the key to the passage through the cellars, which will save us time and effort. Upstairs we meet a man who has clearly endured too much. He claimed we can leave the building through the window. Knights of the Order. We met some soldiers preparing for a fight. Apparently the Knights of the Order around. We must teach them a lesson. The wounded knight wheezes something about getting the cloister through the sewers. Mentions a Zugel guards the passage. I got a key from him. Time's running out. We must ascend into the sewers. We defeated the Zugel. I must find a way out of the sewers ahead for the cloister. We're near the cloister, being expected a savage fight before we face the Grand Master. Guards lie defeated. I'm almost there. I'll go on alone. The hour of my confrontation with the Grand Master is near. I must prepare for the battle. Grand Master's chambers are beyond this door. The gods probably have 2 keys. Fight to the death awaits just across this threshold. Immediately, the Grand Master did not go as I thought it would. A confrontation with Jacques d'Alzheimer is imminent. The pursuit ends here. Do not want you to do that. I want to show all quests. I'm going to read the... Let's see if I can grab for some reason these are still exclamated. There's hot potato that was failed. Old friend of mine that was failed. And the other one that won't fail for some reason. Alright, now where's the blue eyes? I wanted to show all the steps, so Patrick DeWeese refused to believe the girl that brought her his sister. Must find some way to prove it to him. For some reason this decided to stay throughout the entire game. Okay, wait. I can do that and then show... Okay, there we go. I spoke with Patrick DeWeese the night at the new Nera Court. He says the vampire bit his sister, and then she ran away from her home to protect her family. I promised to notify him and find the girl. Apparently she has incredible blue eyes. Saw a blue-eyed girl at the brothel. Could this night be your sister? And Patrick DeWeese believes the girl at the brothel is his sister. Must find some way to prove it to him. Trish is suggesting there's something wrong with my psyche. Maybe we should talk to her about it. Trish can't restore my memory, even using magic. The sorceress advised me not to seek the truth based on what people say about the past because it may produce a false image of myself. Should I trust my impulses, emotions, thoughts then? Is that the way to reveal my identity? Taylor asked me what motivates me. That got me thinking about myself. I realized I'm pursuing some Mollinger thugs for not only for personal reasons, revenge and the desire to punish the bastards, but I'm also motivated by ideology. I feel I'm one of the Witchers. I should be true not so much to the tradition as to my friends from Kaer Morhen. Why am I working with the non-humans? Coincidences can't explain everything. I think I understand the ideals of Scoia'tael, who are hounded and ostracized like Witchers. But I disagree with Scoia'tael methods. I would even call some of the Aven's decisions juvenile and harmful to the cause of non-humans. They said that Witchers kill all monsters without the exception that the Witcher's code is a mere legend. That may be true, but I can't distinguish both human and monster and a human. The werewolf Vincent should not have perished at the hand of a witch. On the other hand, the bastards after I'm after should. I sometimes claim that I don't believe in destiny, but after talking to Lady of the Lake, after knowledge it affects my life. Fortunes that brought me back to this world. My return coincided with the attack in Kaer Morhen, and that was no accident. I've been assigned to a task, and though I don't know if I will succeed or fail, I will try to complete it. Foltest and I talked about the women in my life. I realized I have feelings for Triss. My amnesia prevents me from remembering our relations in the past, but I have the impression I once loved a sorceress deeply. Should Triss suggest how I might regain my memory? I think at heart she wants to realize she was the love of my life. Maybe. Witcher's secrets. I'm setting out to search for the stolen secrets and the Van Leo's death. I was lucky enough to track down a man who wears a salamander-shaped brooch in a settlement outside Vizima. Locals may know something about the organization. I must win their trust and learn where I can find the members of Salamandra. I should talk to the most prominent people in the community. I interrogated the leader of the gang from the outskirts and gained some new information. The man mentioned someone named Azar Javid. I should remember that. Alvin said the bandits often mentioned Vizima, so that's where this trail would lead. Salamandra is a holdup somewhere in the city. Siegfried advises me to contact a private investigator. Good idea, no monsters, but I could use a professional to help me with this investigation. I've begun an investigation into the identity of Salamandra leader. I'm working with Detective Raymond, who also can help me learn who is working with Azor Javin. Maybe associates will lead me to the man himself. Azor Javin, the Salamandra leader, was masquerading as a private investigator. He defeated me when we finally faced each other, but this isn't over. Salamanders will regret that they provoked the Witchers. I must destroy Salamandra, which clearly feels at home in Vizima. I successfully located and destroyed the Salamandra's lair in the Temple Quarter. Organization has lost control of the Physic, losing its founding in the process. Successfully located and destroyed the Salamandra camp in the swamp, cutting off the organization from the resources and needs to produce Physic. I destroyed the Salamandra cells of Vizima. It turned out their influence ran deep. Now I need to find their leader and bring this matter to an end. Azor Javin most probably has the stolen secrets. I need to break some sort of new lead, but in the meantime I should attend to other tasks. Killed the monster spread by Salamandra and defeated the professor, who took part in the attack on Kaer Morhen. Said Salamandra that was only a cover-up for Azor Javin's other plans. Excuse me. That son of a bitch escaped, taking the stolen secrets with him. I must track him down and avenge Leo and recover his butcher's secrets. Seems that the king's daughter Ada was supporting Salamandra. I managed to destroy the organization of Vizima and to kill the professor, but in doing so and raise the princess. Triss saved my life, teleporting me out of the city. I'll stay with Vizima until Ada comes down. Meanwhile, my allies will continue to work. Time to catch my second wind. Time to return to Vizima to deal with Azor Javin once and for all. I'll need to find my friends in the city. They should help me locate the last Salamandra hideout. Salamandra boss is hiding at the old manor. With the professor dead, it's time to punish the other leaders of the assault on Kaer Morhen and recover the Witcher's secrets. Azor Javin and the professor are dead. Though I destroyed the laboratory where the Salamanders are creating mutants, I failed to recover the Witcher's secrets. I must get to the Grandmaster of the Flaming Order. Grandmaster of the Order of the Flaming Rose, Jacques de Aldersberg. He created Salamanders hiding his secrets in Kaer Morhen. My final confrontation with the Grandmaster is the hand must reach the cloister where my enemy hides. It'll be a rough passage through this war-torn city. Grandmaster wields powerful magic, though he has trouble controlling it. He has drawn me to this vision. The ice plains with the civilized world will turn into the coming of the White Frost. Must overcome Jacques de Aldersberg's vision. Climb the peak where I find him. Alright, Frozen Reflections, the final thing. Vizima is icebound, all of us covered in snow. The Grandmaster claims this awaits us in the future. We must proceed, find an escape way or a way to disperse the illusion. Triss claims the world is the Grandmaster's vision of what shall impart. I must move on carefully, as death here will be very real. Thankfully, the sorceress decided to assist me with her magic. Blue thunderbolts strike my opponents. Are these huge arthropods the remains of humanity? I wonder what else awaits me in this strange land. Grandmaster's words seem familiar, though I'm not sure to what. Can't let myself be deceived by his vision. I must move on. Spotted the king of the wild hunt. That can't be a good sign. It's getting colder. I must move on. 12-year-old appeared and decided to join me. I've heard a speech about non-humans before. If only I can remember where. The Grandmaster speaks with great conviction. Those words are the ravings of a madman. Siegfried's spirit attacked me. I must defeat him and move on. The land distorts everything, even memories, and the empty cold the wind is biting. If it is a reflection of the Grandmaster's thought of his soul, I can begin to understand his behavior. Understanding doesn't necessarily bring forgiveness. I saw a little elven spirit. I wonder where he is now. Where does he get these ideas? Well, no point in debating. I must find him as soon as I'm able to catch up. Princess Ada is the form in which she can feel best, as a bloodthirsty Striga. I'm nearing the heart of the Master's vision. I must go alone. The confrontation draws near. That's all I'll be reading for the quest progression. Next part, I'll be fighting him, and that'll be the end of the game, so I won't really get a chance to do this, which is why I chose to go as far as I could and read the quest here. I'm not going to read it during the middle of battle, so thank you for watching the readings. That will continue with Witcher 2. And now for the final boss.